Yo, I'm back. Um, I'm still setting up my house. It's still in a bit of disarray. There's a few boxes lying around. But I got my computer set up and I got most of the house taken care of. So aside from, a few boxes, we're good. One thing I want to work on now that I'm in my new home. I wish I had like a better, background to work with. But what you gonna do? Um, I mostly need my voice. And maybe just footage from video games or something. So today I want to try to get started on a new essay. I've started like 1,000 essays. But this one I think will be easy because I'll be talking about my book and I know a lot about my book. So I keep wanting to look over here because my camera used to be over here, but now it's over here. And so is my chat. Yo. Let's listen to lo-fi. Ba, 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 da, ba. That's loud as balls. Is that loud for you guys? It's loud for me. Okay. Excuse me. I don't need this AI tool. Ugh. God, dude, I hate that everybody is trying to get us to use AI. I'll go. Maybe I should make a video about how much AI sucks, but everybody, all the insightful, smart people, they already know it. So, and they're already making videos about it. Will my video reach the masses? Who knows? Who knows? Okay. This book, or this essay, is How a Dead Sister Saved My Book. In the early drafts of my novel, OREGONIA and the Legend of the Niece. I could probably just use my voice. Sorry, I'm just thinking. Probably make sure my chat's all working. Boo. Okay, both chats are working. Nice, nice. Okay, in the early drafts of my novel, OREGONIA and the Legend of the Niece, there wasn't a single mention of Eli's sister, Lily. Dude, I don't know if I'm tripping, but like I'm looking at my monitor and it feels like it's shaking. I don't know if that's just me wigging out or if it's actually shaking. Okay. There. Rest on my desk. PS5. Why can't you just be normal or something? Why do you gotta be so... Okay. There wasn't a single mention. Bisky. I am Bisky. What's up, Bisky? The music isn't too loud, is it? I'm doing good. Nah, it's good. Okay. There. That's where I had it before. What about you? I'm good. I took a break to move into my new apartment, and now I'm back. And now I'm trying to write video essays for my new channel. Aren't you excited that Elon is eating on Twitter right now? I think it's funny. I hate Elon. He's a piece of shit. But it is funny that he's trying to ruin Donald Trump. Hilarious. Like, Elon's a Nazi. And so, well, I am for it. I mean, I'm for it too. I love that he's like just trying to burn Donald Trump to the ground and, you know, basically called him a pedophile. That's hilarious. I love it. You know, I do. But you can't remember... oh. No, I got you. I didn't think that. But yeah, I am for the roasting Donald Trump. That's good. I'm glad. Because Donald Trump and Elon Musk splitting up is good for us. It's good for the country. They both suck huge ass. Donald Trump is a white supremacist, and Elon is a Nazi. Brother, I need Elon. What does that mean? Like, you're just like an Elon fanboy? I mean, we need Elon. In early drafts of my novel, Oregonia and the Legend of Meese, there wasn't a single mention of Landry's sister. I'm not a fanboy, I just think he is eating right now. You know, sometimes people who suck ass eat, you know? Like, sometimes I like it when people, you know, right-wing freaks or whatever are, like, eating their own. And who better to take down Trump than Elon? I guess. I feel like the United States government and our justice system should be the ones taking down Donald Trump. He's a corrupt piece of shit who deserves to be in jail. Like, I mean, any criticism of Trump is good, as long as it's deserved criticism, which there's plenty. Almost anything you can say about him is well deserved. But Elon also sucks, so catch-22, you know. Elon is calling Trump a pedo like he called the diver. I am confused now. Well, I don't know if you know this, but like Donald Trump or Elon said the reason the Epstein files haven't been released is because Donald Trump is on the Epstein files, which heavily implies that he's a pedo, because that's what Epstein and his friends were doing. Donald Trump and Epstein were very close. Donald Trump went to Epstein's island, and a bunch of names, you know, and Trump could release the Epstein files, but that would probably incriminate Donald Trump a lot. But people are thinking that maybe Elon is on the files too. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. You think fascists like have any consistency or like logical consistency? They don't care. I doubt it. What do you mean Elon would never? He's a billionaire. He like, you know, he illicit, is illicit the right word? I don't get that vibe from him. Like, what, dude? I think not every billionaire is like has a sex dungeon or whatever, but you should be very cautious of every billionaire. They're always into super shady shit, always. And Elon Musk comes off as such a fucking creep. He might not be a pedophile, but like he tries to like buy sex from women. Tell me JD Vance isn't a weirdo. He's a weirdo. I never said he wasn't. I need to focus. That might seem unlikely on the surface, considering she is an integral part of Eli's backstory and motivations. And underlining motivations. Okay. But it's true. The idea of this character just popped into my head one day while working on a third or fourth draft. Dead relatives seem to be a running theme in my book. So I was hesitant to implement her at first. But then I began to realize how much this fleshes out Eli. And other seemingly random pieces of information in the story. Dead relatives seem to be a running theme. I am running. That's theme isn't the word I want to use. There's a different word that I think would fit better here. Ugh. I feel like I should put I have a pride flag. If I put it here, I think it's important to have that shit up so people come in and know that this is a safe place. There's so much I gotta do though. I can't even find the plug-in to my PS5. running trope in my book, so I was hesitant to try it first. Then I began to realize how much this flutters out. How much this... What word did I use here? It used the wrong word. I was hesitant to implement her at first. Then I began to realize how much this fleshes out. Fleshes out Eli and other seemingly random pieces. Random character traits and world building. Very little is known about Lily Dawnwood. Other than the fact she is Eli's sister. Older sister. You'll have to check out your book. Check your book out. Zelda is one of my favorite games. Well, I'm glad the thumbnail spoke to you. I have to say, like, Zelda has just been such a huge, massive influence on my life that, of course, it's had its influence on my book. Eli is, I mean, his physical appearance is roughly based on, or his outfit mostly is based off Link. He's got a green tunic, but really take the green to the next level by making it out of green leaves, so he's entrenched literally in nature. The sense of adventure, the sense of scale. I tend to make parts of the book like almost almost based like a video game, in the sense that there are things to do and then there's sort of a final boss. In one chapter they have to reach their friend's village, they have to go through this miasma, this enchanted fog that forces them to have to deal, like, to face their fears and trauma. And in a previous chapter, they have to find this, like, secret garden, and there is a map to the garden under a bridge, and you have to, like, bring a torch, and the torch lights up the map under the bridge. So there's, like, secrets and challenges that lead to, like, I wish I sort of did dungeons. That would have been cool. Maybe I can have more dungeon-like designs in the next book. but there's sort of like a challenge followed by like a boss, and these tend to happen in like villages. I guess like the final confrontation has like a sort of dungeon, but it's more like a boss rush, where all the 5 main heroes have like a boss they have to fight, and then they go up this tree, and then there's like the main antagonist and his slew of bad guys, for lack of a better term, and then they all duke it out in an epic fight. But there's more to it than just like epic fights and stuff. Lots of small character moments, world building. Yeah, that's a cool idea. Thanks, my dog. The Sages of Valora. Fantasy stories. Yeah. If you're in Oregon, I'm gonna be at 3rd Street Books in McMinnville, July 26th. I should really post that like on social media. I should really show up at events. Yes, I will take out the trash. I'm a long way from Oregon, lol. I'm in Missouri, actually. For sure. My book also takes inspiration from my love for Oregon. You know, having lived here like my whole life. But you can buy my book on Amazon. I am going to do a Patreon, and I'm going to make my book available on Patreon as like a download if you become a member. But I haven't set that up yet, so I would not recommend showing up on my Patreon and like becoming a member. I still gotta work on some stuff. I actually have to have content for people. I haven't made like any content in months. I've just been so busy with life. I got a 2-year-old, and I have a baby on the way. Another baby in a month. I'll have my 2nd child. So I've just been busy. Okay. I'm probably not gonna make significant progress as a content creator and a writer until like my kids are older, honestly. I subbed. I'll be checking it out, and I understand, lol. Congratulations. Fatherhood is awesome. Thanks, my dude. I gotta show. I'm making a new channel, so this video essay I'm making now is gonna be on my new channel. I should link my new channel. Maybe I should. I don't like the idea of people subscribing before I even have uploaded a video, but since I'm working on a video now, and I'm gonna try to make this my first video, you can be there when it comes out. Don't I have like recommended channels somewhere? Ugh, I don't even have the featured channel up. Stoops magoops. And since I don't have any videos, my channel won't come up. Dang it. Hold on, I might have another way to pull it up. Okay. I'll copy, and I'll put this in the video description. new channel is called Radality with TW Radkey. I think I'm going to keep that name. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if I want to just leave it as Radality. I think there's other channels named Radality, unfortunately. Very little is known about Lily Dawnwood other than the fact that she's Eli's older sister. Eli's older sister. Eli's older sister. She shared Eli's dream of exploring the realm and going on adventures. And early in Eli's life, she died young. Implementing her in more obvious ways was difficult. But I had already written the subtle ways her death and life had affected characters and their actions by accident. Happenstance. Oops. In this video, I will explain the ways that her death connects seemingly random plot points and thereby creating a better, more connected story. Oh, thanks. I don't know if you just subbed now or if oh damn it. Or if it was just delayed. It's not usually delayed, but thank you. Yeah, get a USB so I can charge my phone. I've already make poopy butts. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna plug my phone in before it dies. Yeah, sure. I can have up to 500 calories worth. So I'll let you do the math.
I'll split some of it.
Hold on, guys. I gotta use the bathroom. So I'm just going to. I'll be right back.
Looks like I thought that was Trevor.
Yeah, me too.
Give me a check.
Boom, check it out. That's my book. Oregonia in the Legend of the Meese. Why did it stop playing music? Okay. That's very Zelda-like. You did the art? No. I paid somebody to make that. Where is it? Yeah, no. This was the collaboration of a couple different artists. Oh god, the original art was made so long ago. But he didn't really capture the character of Eli right. He was doing like the cover and coming up with a character design on top of that, and it just didn't really capture what I wanted. So I hired another artist to make a character design for Eli, and then years later I hired another artist to essentially put the new character design on top of the old cover art. So this is a combination of new and old. I kind of always envisioned like all of my characters on the cover, but it just makes it too messy. So I went with just the one. Okay. Back to it. Here we go. Okay. Very little is known about Eli or Lily Dawnwood, other than the fact that she's Eli's older sister. She shared Eli's. Oh, I got you. I'm off to bed, man. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Sagas. Hope to see you around. I do also play video games on this channel. I'm gonna try to stream 2 nights a week. One night's gonna be dedicated to writing, and one night's gonna be dedicated to gaming. So I might. I don't know what I want to play Expedition 33, and they just announced like a remaster of Final Fantasy Tactics. So I might. I've heard nothing but good things about that game, so I'll try to get around to that too. Peace. What?
That special coin over here works for Tom games.
Oh.
It's right here on the counter.
Okay.
Don't move it.
Yeah.
Don't want Tom killing us again. Alright, I still don't get how the stupid thing works. Have you tried figuring this thing out?
No, not yet. You could take a picture of it with Google, and Google will probably bring up like an instruction manual.
Well, high temp, keep it dry, sanitize. But it only knows.
She dies on. Thank you. Implementing her in more obvious ways was difficult, but I had already written the subtle ways her death and life had affected characters and their actions and behaviors by complete happenstance. In this video, I will explain the ways that her death connects seemingly random plot points and thereby creating a better, more connected story. And how it not just improves my story, but even fixes it. 6 or 210? I'll take 12. Uh-huh. I went for a run today. Yeah. It's gonna be really hard to run in this heat. I'll have to do it early in the mornings. I wonder how... Yeah. Should I take one of the babies with me? If you're up for it, you can't go for a jog until you've all healed up. Yeah. Do you think she's gonna look like you or look like me?
I don't think you look like either of us.
Do you think she's gonna have like dark brown hair, brown eyes like you, or light brown, blue eyes like me?
I was hoping she would have brown hair and blue eyes.
Okay.
Or brown hair, well no, brown eyes and blonde hair. That would be pretty.
I feel like I don't see that very often. It's not.
Brown eyes and blonde hair.
Yeah. Cause like, when it comes to like physical traits, genes are weird. It's like, if you get the dad's hair, you usually get the dad's eyes.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm hoping that she'll look somewhat like me. I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping for, I guess. She doesn't, she doesn't. At least she'll have a little bit of both of us.
Yeah.
I don't know how much she's...
Oh.
Oh, okay. You set a timer on. Not bad. Not bad.
You know how we have all those baskets? We should put one on top of the fridge. And we could put like cereal and stuff in it so we don't have to worry about cereal tipping over. We should put one of the baskets on top of the fridge for like cereal and stuff.
That's cool. This can set a timer on it. That's cool. Nice. I think I did find the other swing charger though.
Part 1. Eli's sense of adventure. Eli has always loved nature. What's up?
I don't think. No, this is for the walkies, right?
I think so.
Shit.
Yeah.
Where's the other picture for this one? After it?
No, this went to this one.
No? That should go to that one. Are we keeping the black one or are we keeping the colored one?
I thought we could keep the black one, but you know this colored one,
Well,
it
black
looks
is not,
softer.
yeah, it's not. Black's not really a color. I don't know. Maybe I'll have a gothic child.
Yeah, I mean,
Probably just be like me.
we can keep the colorful one. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do about the charger though, or the power cord. Oh, I could see how much it costs to buy one. Well, the money we sell it, you know, will just go towards buying a new power cord. Huh?
Might be a little swelled up.
Let's see.
Yeah, I really don't want to
Look
see
at this
it.
man. You can fold laundry. I'll put my laundry away. Can't tell if this will work or not. I hate that feeling. I just had to make myself do this because I've been putting off, because I always want to play, I always want to stream games, but yeah.
Yeah, I think I want to play my Steam Deck, but I don't know my Steam. Oh yeah, my Steam Deck's probably in my store.
I can't go about it twice. Eli has always loved X. What's up?
You can't use the soundbar to put on a subwoofer, right?
No, you can still use it. It still works perfectly fine. But it connects to the subwoofer, and I don't know where the hell the subwoofer is. So it's really weird. You have what did the guys do with it? There was Tanner, Tristan, Braden, none of them.
I don't know. Why is it still turning on?
Why is not turning on?
Switch.
I think you just gotta be smarter.
Shut
Yeah, that's crazy. How do you? I don't know how you lose a subwoofer. I'm not saying you. I'm saying you, not you as in you, but you. Like, how does someone lose a subwoofer? It's just a big. Maybe it's in the Hope chest.
Well, I haven't really checked. Well, we took everything out of the hook. Remember to move it in here, so we went to slides.
Maybe it's in the closet.
Art?
That one. It could maybe be tucked away somewhere in our closet. I just don't know how someone loses a subwoofer. I don't remember putting it in a box or anything. I remember putting everything else in the box, but obviously I couldn't put the subwoofer in because it's big. I don't know if I ever moved it. Sure as shit wasn't left in the house because we got everything out of the house. Nature with his sister, fantasizing about explore traveling the realm of OREGONIA and its wonderfully. No, we were playing on mine. Yeah, it's because we did it on mine. And it's wonderfully. Well, from the nature of the sister, fantasy about traveling the realms of OREGONIA. And just keep pressing the A button.
No, that cartridge thing, remember?
Yeah, just press the A button. Just, it's menus. Just keep press A through the menus. It's stupid. So like, if you wanted to play your games on a different system, you have to like virtually change the game card. So basically, if you wanted to play Mario Kart 2 on a different Switch too, or Mario Kart World on a different Switch, it essentially takes it digitally. It gives permission to the other Switch and takes it away from this one. So we can't play them at the same time. Or at least it cuts off DLC from both. Unless you buy 2 copies of the game digitally. So all it does is just keep you from sharing your games between systems. Because no. It's the opposite. That's one of the reasons people are so mad. It's fucked up and anti-consumer and no, it's supposed to keep you from sharing your games. Yeah, it allows you to. It's just extra steps to get, because there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to have 2 Switches and play your games on both Switches, which you can, but you have to flip-flop. They can't be played at the same time, which is ridiculous. Yeah, it's very stupid. So like, we can't share DLC for games. Yeah. At least not at the same time. Visiting its wonderful escapes and diverse and culturally diverse villages. So I always loved exploring nature with his sister. Climbing the elder. They fantasized about traveling the realm of Oregonia and visiting iconic landscapes and culturally diverse villages. They fantasized about going on quests and slaying monsters. I probably just smudged some stuff on my neck. Tech team with Tsoi and they talked for hours about traveling the realm of Oregonia and visiting its iconic landscapes and culturally diverse villages. They fantasized about going on quests and slaying monsters and protecting the realm with shimmering sword and paw. It was Lily that instilled a deep love of Oregonia in him and his yearning for adventure. It was Lily. It was Lily that instilled a deep love of Oregonia and a yearning for adventure. One faithful morning. Thank you. That was all ripped away from them. Really ventured out too far. Ventured out too far. And was swooped up by Hawk right before It was this moment, her death, that set so many loose that strung together so many loose threads. All he could do was watch in horror. Yet he still blamed himself. Convinced if he'd been more proactive, he'd been able to save. One fateful morning, however, that was all ripped away from them. Lily ventured out too far. Too far for Eli's request and was swooped up by a hawk right before Eli's eyes. All he could do was watch in horror, yet he still blamed himself, convinced if he'd been more proactive, he would have been able to save her. All he could do was watch in horror, yet he still blamed himself, convinced if he had been more proactive, he would have been able to save her. It was this moment, her death, that strung together so many loose threads. Laid out. Part 2. Eli never lost that sense of adventure in his mind. He'd have to adventure enough for 2 lifetimes to make up for it. You'd have to adventure enough for 2 lifetimes to make up. You'd have to adventure. For release was all he needed was a call to action. Part 2. Part 2, part 2, part 2. Part 2, part 2, part 2. All he did was call. Part 2, part 2, part 2. Think. Oh. Realize deep realize heroic nature Eli had always envisioned grand heroic feats with his sister protecting the realm and all he cared for. But when his sister was taken from him. This after he continues to blame himself. He took heroism to heart. He is a very well-intentioned person, always desiring to help anyone in need. But on a deeper level, he is incapable of standing by even when standing by to save his life, even at the cost of his own. Eli had always envisioned grand heroic feats with his sister, protecting the realm and all he cared for. When his sister was taken from him, after he continued to blame himself, he took that heroic nature to heart. He is a very well-intentioned person, always desiring to help anyone in need with anything. But on a deeper level, deeper, more subconscious level, he is incapable of standing by. Sure. He is incapable of standing by when someone is in danger, even at the cost of his own well-being. There's 12 here? Okay. Ugh, I want to play games so bad, but I'm really behind on everything. Taylor,
Yeah.
did you know they announced a new Resident Evil game?
I saw it on Facebook.
Resident Evil Requiem?
Yeah. It's supposed to be like number, yeah, obviously number 9.
Yes, just number 9.
Not sure what it's about yet. I know they were going back to Pet Raccoon City.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And they were going to release a trailer.
I believe so.
I'll check it out. Maybe one of these nights we should stream Mario Kart 8, Mario Kart World together or something.
Yeah.
New player.
Yeah.
I'm getting lots of practice.
Cool. Pizza pocket. I've been counting my calories for 500 days. And I was doing really good with the no sugar, no treats thing until you had to have your ice cream. That's alright. Can you do me a favor? Can you get me another drink? My mouth is on fire.
What are you looking at your asshole?
It's over to dad. Yeah.
Right there, baby.
I keep looking over here when my chat is over here now. Driving me crazy.
I run one more rinse for just in case, or if you can run one rinse, it can be good.
Just one should be good enough.
Because I put 2 tablets in there because our washers thinking.
Alright, so we're going to do a palate cleanser. We're going to take a little break. And maybe we will react to some of the Game Awards stuff. Okay. Summer Games Fest. Resident Evil Requiem reveal trailer. They're releasing a Game of Thrones game. That's funny. I like as far as I know, nothing really good came out of it. I mean, like Resident Evil Requiem, I think kind of one of the bigger deals. Dune Awakening, no Kingdom Hearts, which is ridiculous. It seems like Resident Evil was the big one. Yeah. Usually, even if like Resident Evil does come up, other games tend to overshadow it. I don't know, but not this time because I don't think there was anything there to overshadow it. I guess I could Ben Starr on what RPG you should play next week for sale. I love that they're putting Ben Starr in all their videos. He's just so wonderful. Ben Starr. He is an actor, and he's currently most famous for his role in Final Fantasy 16 as Clive Rossfield. But he's just so charming and has such a like deep, sultry voice that they've like Square Enix is using him in all of their promotional material, which is such a smart move. Because he's great. The Witcher 4 gameplay that looks pretty key. I'm just gonna start the Summer Games Fest and I'm gonna skim through it until something good comes up. Apparently the PlayStation Showcase was kind of lame. I kind of hate gamers.
Holy crap, I don't know how you can eat those things. I love spicy stuff, don't get it wrong. Just, I think I prefer like regular.
Silly poly beast.
Same.
I heard you. Yeah, I mean, dude, I don't think there are any games I'm really yearning for. Nothing's really sticking out to me at all. I would have even taken like Phantom Blade Zero or something.
There was a lot to keep track of. So in this video,
This game looks cool.
at 20 of the biggest announcements drops Battle Royale.
Just clips.
Games has launched the Surprise Twist, an all-new Battle Royale mode available right now on Xbox One, with more maps.
I don't know what this
Death
is.
Stranding 2 on the beach new cutscene.
Death Stranding 2.
Reveal the final trailer for Death Stranding 2 on the beach at Summer Games Fest. However, he did provide a new clip featuring newcomer Neil, played by Luca Marinelli, and as it turns out, he's a porter. The clip sees him speak in his hand. Neil seemingly doesn't remember her, prompting frustration. Kojima, via translator, notes that both are important characters and that Marinelli put in a great performance as Neil. Death Stranding 2 on the beach launches on June 26th for PS5. While the gameplay loop still features delivering packages by navigating difficult terrain, there are now more options for stealth and combat. If you prefer sneaking, decoy BT grenades and stealth takedowns are available. The combat focused can leverage weapons like
What? Yeah, you're probably right.
shotguns,
I need to
grenade
finish
launchers,
Death
and
Stranding
even the
1.
mule's electrified pole weapon. Expect more details in the coming days, including a live gameplay demo at the Death Stranding 2 on the Beach
It's a weird
premiere
game.
event happening on June 8th. Game of Thrones War for Westeros announced. Developer Playside, along with Warner
What?
From Walking Dead.
Taylor, what?
They actually did use their actor from Walking Dead on that, though. I can't remember.
Yes. They did.
Brothers Games has unveiled a new game set in the Game of Thrones universe. This time around, it's a real-time strategy game titled Game of Thrones War for Westeros. While we didn't get to see any gameplay in the trailer, there was quite a bit of emphasis of putting the power of the Game of Thrones narrative in the player's hand. The trailer featured quite a few epic battles, among them being the Night King going one-on-one against Jon Snow. The Night King comes out as the victor, turning Jon Snow into yet another White Walker for his armies. While the number of available factions is currently unknown, the trailer indicates that the White Walkers, the Night's Watch, and Daenerys' army will be at least some of the playable options in the game. Game of Thrones War for Westeros is being developed for PC and is slated for release sometime in 2026. Atomic Heart 2 announced. Mundfish has announced a sequel to its 2023 first-person shooter Atomic Heart. Atomic Heart 2 is coming to consoles and PC, although a release window has not yet been confirmed. Developed on Unreal Engine 5, it's described as a spiritual successor to the first game, taking place on a larger scale. There's a greater emphasis on role-playing mechanics, and based on the trailer, new mechanics include a greater variety of vehicles, a glider, and many more new locations. Major Sergei Nechayev, known as Agent P, updates Musha Way of the Sword new trailer. A new trailer has been released for the upcoming action game Onimusha Way of the Sword. The trailer was released during Summer Games Fest 2025 and showed off quite a bit of gameplay. While the trailer does have some bits of story, especially at the beginning and the end, most of it involves showing off its intense combat, where protagonist
This game looks cool.
Miyamoto Musashi can take on demonic.
Yeah.
About 26.
What's not? That's not that far. I guess, yeah.
Enemies in melee combat.
Clips from Summer Games Fest.
Along with using
Right now, like, which one is it?
Onimishu. It's like a cool samurai game.
katana, players will also get some magical abilities. One breaks in reality to cause massive damage. Throughout the trailer, there is also an emphasis on showing off the game's parrying system with the hero that SNS. Arc Studios' Arc Raiders received a sleek new trailer at the today and PC. Announced at the Game Awards in 2021, Arc have wiped out most of humanity. As a raider, it's your job to venture to the surface and gather materials, fighting to survive against any hostile Arc. Of course, other players controlling their own raiders are also foraging, and you can either work with or betray them for some resources. The gameplay loop is that of an extraction shooter. You can exit the arena at any time or stay for better rewards. Though staying put means potentially losing
seems
your loot
cool.
if you do go down. Lies of P Overture out now. NeoWiz has confirmed
Overture.
that Lies of P Overture is out now
Is
for
that
Xbox
DLC?
Series X and S, PS5, Xbox One, PS4, and PC. Retailing for $29.99 and serving as a prequel to the acclaimed 2023 action RPG,
Oh, a prequel.
Overture takes place in Krat's past, with P teaming up with Leah, the legendary stalker. Very little is known about the story except that players will, quote, unravel the mysteries of the past, which seemingly hold dire consequences. Lies of P Overture is about 15 to 20 hours long, though this could vary depending on your skill. Alongside new bosses and environments, there are new weapons to unlock, including special weapons. Infinitesimals announced. Infinitesimals, the up in the tiny boots of Alan Rake, must
I heard
explore
you.
deadly mechanical sentinels known game Mafia off quite a few.
Lots of games. I'm just skimming through this highlight reel.
Gameplay trailer for Dying Light, the
Like, what, PS5?
figure name
All kinds of stuff.
4x4
Let me know if you find anything
powerful new
interesting.
will be available for
I will.
Mouse PI for Hire new trailer. The developers
That's
have
interesting.
revealed that award-winning actor Troy Baker will voice the lead character in their upcoming 1930s noir-inspired
Ooh.
first-person shooter, Mouse PI for Hire.
It's called Mouse PI Detective for Hire or something, and it's like it looks like a old Disney cartoon. It's a first-person shooter with like a old school cartoon aesthetic. Yeah.
Baker will play private investigator
What?
The level from Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah.
Jack Pepper, a former war hero turned detective navigating the corrupt, crime-infested streets of Mouseburg.
What the level was called? Like Toontown or something?
Cuphead? Looks like Cuphead to me.
Quote, I've been following Mouse PI for Hire since it was first teased, Baker said. Its art style, gameplay, and 1930s film noir aesthetic continue to win me over. I cannot wait to bring Jack Pepper to life. Stranger Than Heaven is the official title for RGG Studios' Project Century. RGG Studio, the studio behind the legendary Yakuza and Like a Dragon series, has now confirmed that the game is named Stranger Than Heaven. The trailer leans into its 1940s setting, complete with era-appropriate jazz music, trench coats, and old cars. Judging by the trailer, we'll get to explore the 1940s version of Sotenbori, a region that first made its debut all the way back in Yakuza 2, and which is based on the real-world location Dotonbori. While we didn't get to see too much in the way of real-time combat, the few glimpses that we did get indicate that Stranger Than Heaven will feature real-time action combat. The game will likely come to PC, PS. Following a successful and controversial open beta on Steam, the developers announced a release date for Mecha Break, its upcoming team-based mecha cooperative shooter. It launches on July 1st for Xbox Series X and S and PC. Taking place in, well, you guessed it, a post-apocalyptic world where nations and factions fight over a material called Korite. Players pilot mechs in various PvP modes, fighting for supremacy. There are several different types to choose from, including Falcon, which boasts a flight mode, and the heavier Tricera, which is tankier and has several more weapons. Alongside competitive matches, players can also partake in an extraction shooter mode called Mashmake, with upgrades, AI enemies, and much more. Head here for more details. Mecha Break has received positive impressions for its gameplay, though the progression and need to unlock more mechs drew significant backlash for the beta. Mind's Eye and Hitman collaboration. Developer Build a Rocket Boy June 10th release date. IO Interactive form of Agent 47. More updates on the way. Mind's Eye revolves around protagonist survival. Mind's Eye is coming to PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X, and a new title from Section 9 Interactive is a dark, atmospheric action-adventure game set. Announced today, the game places players in the role of Cell, a young combat technician sent to investigate a mysterious disturbance deep within an underground facility, only to uncover a terrifying descent into
I'll let you know.
a broken world filled with grotesque creatures and buried secrets. End of Abyss is set to launch in 2026 for PC via the Epic Games Store, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S. Jurassic World Evolution 3 announced. Frontier Developments have officially revealed Jurassic World Evolution 3, and it's shaping up to be the most ambitious entry in the series yet. The game features over 80 prehistoric species, with 75 of them allowing players to manage and nurture dinosaurs across multiple generations. For the first time in the series, players will be able to raise dinosaurs from playful juveniles into full-grown adults. Dinosaurs will interact dynamically with each other and the environment, creating a living, reactive ecosystem that park visitors will marvel at. Scum 1.0 release date. After nearly a decade of development and over 250 updates during its time in Steam Early Access, Scum is finally reaching its full launch. The developer has confirmed that the brutal open-world survival sim will exit Early Access and hit version 1.0 on June 19th, 2025. Bringing with it a sweeping update packed with visual upgrades and new gameplay content. Quote, "We're so excited to confirm the 1.0 launch date for Scum during tonight's Summer Games Fest. said Gamepire's GM Sven Folkessen. Quote, "This is not a game for the faint-hearted, and we cannot wait to see players put their skills to the test." Acts of Blood. If you've ever wondered what a fusion of Sleeping Dogs and the Batman Arkham series might look like, acting title promises gritty, visceral, hand-to-hand combat with a level of brutality that pulls no punches. The game is currently slated for release next year, giving the developer time to refine the mechanics and polish the experience even further. Ill.
That looks
Set in
cool.
a decaying mind by a team with experience and just released games. During the closing moments of the event,
Resident Evil
Requiem
9.
was revealed. It starts with Grace Ashcroft, the daughter of Alyssa Ashcroft, who's asked to investigate a murder in a hotel, the same place where her mother died. Things quickly go from intriguing to terrifying as she finds herself strapped to a hospital gurney with no way to escape. The trailer then cuts to a ruined city with a massive crater and the ruins of a building confirming it's Raccoon City. Some monstrosities are showcased, but there's no sign of Leon S. Kennedy, heavily rumored to feature in the sequel. Resident Evil Requiem launches on February 27th, 2026, and while no platforms were announced, it will be playable at Gamescom in August. It's described as a bold shift in tone and gameplay for the genre with, quote, high-stakes cinematic action to go with that survival horror. And that'll be about it for this one. If you guys like what we're doing at Gaming Vault, please consider subscribing
Just
to
no,
our
it's
channel.
I'm listening
I'll see you
to
guys on the
a
next
guy sort of talk about it. I wasn't gonna do a full reaction of it. Yeah, you know, nothing really seemed to. Yeah.
Two. You know, I still haven't finished like the DLC on that game.
Huh?
The DLC on Bloodborne. Really hard.
The rushed potential of Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 was good, but something about it did feel a little off. We'll watch this reaction.
Let's go! Bro, shut up!
It's told
Shut
as the
up!
Abandon
Shut
that
up!
children of evidence,
Attacks! I
deliver
spin
us
you!
from our
Ah!
sins, that we might know salvation.
Oh! What are we doing?
If you feel wrong, blame yourself.
Voice acting!
Why do you fight?
Brother!
Why walk this path of
Oh!
subterfuge and
Oh!
conflict?
Oh, it's a it's so a job tree!
It ends now.
Tic-tacs! Let's go, brother! 300 gift subs!
When your
Blow into
father
the
showed
weeds,
us
my
how to make a
dude!
voice out of a
Doot,
blade quick.
doot! Let's go!
How did they stray apart?
Oh my god, you can use the...
The classic version unites the graphics and gameplay of the original with the renowned War of the Lions translation. Certainly an interesting look. I like the pixel art better than this new sort of smudgy stuff.
Oh!
I was hoping for more of like a ground up, you know, remake or remaster. But it might definitely gonna still be worth playing.
Let's go! Let's go! New artwork! Let's go! Yes!
Hi everyone, I'm Sean Benson.
And I'm Sid Schumann. In any other day, this would have been the announcement of a year. This would have been the announcement of half a year, a decade. Like, this shit could have been huge, right? But it landed on the same day of Marvel, not Capcom 4, all right? So it is still the second biggest announcement of the day. With that being said, I spent a lot of time going over, you know, the obvious. So we should talk about this. It's coming out for PS5, PS4, Switch 2, X. Oh, dude, it's on everything, brother. Made by, it seems, the original dev team and new developers. Everything that made the 97 PlayStation so acclaimed. Epic story, satisfying strategic battles, flexible drop system, but it also has a new content makes the game fun to play. With all of those new additions and story, but first, those new to the game. And for anybody that doesn't know, I've played this on stream nearly 10 years ago, but Tactics is likely my second favorite RPG ever. And it's because it came out relatively adjacent to Final Fantasy VII, when FF7 was like my first RPG, and I just loved it, man. Just had a great time. And there was questions of like, so what do I play next if I want to play something like it? Tactics was right there, another Final Fantasy game on PlayStation that had FF7 characters to a certain degree. So yeah, I played it and ended up absolutely loving it, falling in love with it, dude. So I just, this game is just such a good time, such a fun game to play, right? So anyway, this came out in 1997, the same year as Final Fantasy VII. So it was like right there. It was like kind of the dessert to what was Final Fantasy VII's main course. Bro, look at the new tiles. Oh my god, man. It's got like a painter shader across the whole thing. Cute. That's cute. Oh, dude, they actually show the job trees. That's cool. Turn-based battles. You control Ramza and his forces in tactical turn-based encounters across a wide range of battlefields. Yup, success, family risks, and taking advantage of the terrain. Unit abilities, participate in your opponent's moves. As you play through the story, you'll encounter all kinds of different scenarios, each requiring difficult tactical considerations to overcome. Real treat for armchair commanders, combined with a widely flexible job system and strategic options are near endless. I had such a great time with this game when it first came out that, I'm gonna move my face over here, that I played a whole bunch of other tactics style games after this. Like, no kidding, I played Vandal Hearts, I played, jeez, man, I gotta start thinking of a couple of ones. I played Vandal Hearts after this and a couple more that were effectively tactics-based games. I didn't play Disgaea, that was a bit later. Yeah, guess what? Vandal Hearts was very adjacent to tactics at the time. Great game, such a cool game. Jobs and customization. Party can be assigned a job, classic Final Fantasy style jobs to find the roles of abilities, yada yada yada. Throw magic out spells with Black Mage, Spirit of the Dragon, Espers and Summoners. You have more than 20 jobs available with hundreds of abilities to master, and it's wonderful. You can equip the characters with kill skills from other jobs and ability slots for dizzying numbers of party compositions. This game is so open-ended, and now you can play it, man, it's crazy. God damn, dude, look at this interface. It's so clean. Holy shit, it is so clean. This is a legendary fight, right? This is like right a mid-game fight. This is a good one. Now, numerous enhancements that make the masterpiece even more masterpiecier. Brand new visual interface, yeah, we get it. Easier to control your units, set turn in order and more. Updated visuals, rework, look great for HD displays, 3D backgrounds, detailed pixel art, never looked so good. Voice acting. Story now features full voice acting. English, Japanese cast. Joe Pitts as Ramza, Greg Lowe as Delita, Hannah Melbourne as Agrias, Timothy Watson as Adolphus, Harry McIntyre, Mustadio, Ben Starr, Dice Dark. Dude, Ben is playing Dice Dark? What the fuck? And Cody Christian and Bree are playing Cloud and Aerith. Let's go. They have so few lines of dialogue. Dude, they could...
What?
When do we know if we get Silver to talk about playing the apartments?
The first of next month, I think. No, we don't know. Hopefully it'll be a few hundred.
Could have knocked this out in 40 minutes. Like, by the way, congrats to Ben being in every game that I
I
play.
don't know.
Congratulations to Ben Starr, once again showing up in every single game that I play. You did it, Ben. Showed up again. Managed to be there again. Every step I take, there I hear his voice. Tactical view, new feature that makes it easier to get the lay of the land and plan your actions across the battlefield. Battle speed, oh, lovely, dude. Thank God. We need this shit. We need battle speed changes because some battles can take a very long time. New difficulty levels. Oh, dude, we get to play tactics on extra hard mode right at the get-go. On new difficulty? Yes. I'm fucking clapping like a seal, bro. The classic version is included as well. I love it. All new features are great, but you want the original Tactics experience. You can enjoy Tactics as they remember it on the classic version that unites the graphics and gameplay of the original 97 version with the renowned War of the Lions translation. Oh, that is so sick. PlayStation 1 version with War of the Lions translation. That is so sick. So the reason that's important is that War of the Lions on PSP was great. Translation so much better. You can actually follow the story now. But there were some issues. There were some funky things in War of the Lions compared to the PlayStation version. Audio was fucked up. Some stages looked wrong. Some summons looked weird. There were just some things that didn't line up and sound as good. There was a lot of slowdown. So if they are like, hey, well, let's take the PS1 version and we'll make the PS1 version the core game and just give the translation of War of the Lions, yes. The translation of War of the Lions is one of the best aspects of it. They retranslated the whole game because this game was translated in like a week, and it's rough, man. Like, you could barely follow the story in the PlayStation version. This version stays true to the original almost every aspect, but includes some handy features such as autosave. Play it like it's 1997 all over again. Yes. How do you get tactics? September 30th. I didn't even notice the release date, dude. It's not even that far away. Not even that far away.
September 30th.
Pre-order today, Steam. Oh, it's on Steam as well.
Final Fantasy Tactics.
Really? You can get different colored gear for him? That's kind of neat. Mithril knife, spiked boots. Yeah, I remember that shit. Mithril knife is just like an early mid-game knife, I think. That kind of shit. Damn, bro. Oh, shit. Oh, the red chocobo. Oh, fuck. The Zodiac stuff. Oh, god damn. Oh, shit. Oh, my god, dude. I literally have, when War of the Lions came out, they released collectibles and shit. Anybody remember that, is missing his arm, it just fell. That Balthier is in this fucking game, dude. Like, Balthier's in this game, missing an arm. You know, like they had these. Anybody go buy these back in the day? Literally have all of them right outside. So I'm assuming Balthier is going to be in it, right? Because it came out right when FF12 did. So, you know, just maybe, right? Maybe, just maybe. That's probably going to happen. It's going to have Cloud and Aerith and Balthier. Like, I wonder, because he was specifically in the PSP version. So
I guess Final Fantasy Tactics for some reason has Cloud and Aerith in it. Yeah, I didn't know that. And I think it even has a character from Final Fantasy 12. That's interesting. Okay, that's enough of that. Now it's time to go into the writing. Let's do it. I might cut the stream early, so I might stream for like another half hour, and then I might call it a night and play some video games. All right. I've been having a hard time with this. With this storyline. CC tries to go to Swarshaw. Head for Drake. So I think I finished the Eli timeline. Now I just gotta finish the Umbra timeline. The Foreboding Marsh. Jeez, I haven't even started it. Oh my god. That sucks. Hmm.
Afterwards.
Yep.
So stupid.
Okay. Let's see. Umbra, Reginald, Laszlo, Stephanie, Chris, Chloe. Reggie can lead the way, speak on the importance of this mission. Chris has been sent to watch over Umbra. Stephanie is going to protect Chloe. Laura believes she is very important, and Chloe isn't going without Umbra. They encounter the Watcher of the Marsh, Bigfoot, named Timber. All right. Deep in the marshes of Oregonia. Deep in the marsh. Laszlo leads the way, following the scent that they left behind on their first venture into the overworld. Is that what I called it? God. I'll have to look it up again. It's been 2 hours. I think that's pretty good for now. I don't have any of my consoles hooked up. Hooking up my Switch stock wouldn't take long. But I can't find the power cord to my PS5. It's a bunch of hoopla. This is gonna be hard to get used to. My new setup. Also, I'm a little uncomfortable because everything is still like a cluttered mess. But I'm gonna have lots of time to work on that. So for now I'm gonna cut it short. I started my first essay. I think it's gonna be short and sweet. Because before I kept starting essays like I want to make this big long essay. I think I just gotta start small. Start small and really start with what I know. And I can work my way up to bigger, more important things. I will see you guys later. Peace.